So let's check out if Double Dragon 4 is really worth it. So hey guys, it's HyruleDAD here. And of course, I'm gonna compare it to Double Dragon 2. Grew up with this game. Me and my brother used to play this game all the time. However, I enjoy this game single player. Like I am one of those few that love this game as a single player. I played it two player. It's pretty fun. Pretty fun. Has the Double Dragon feel. But I mean, for me, Double Dragon 2 has been one of the maximum fighting games I've ever played. This was actually the third game I owned on my NES. I remember it was Super Mario Bros. And the Duck Hunt, followed by the Bionic Commando, and this was my third one. One of those games that I played over and over again. I mean, Double Dragon 2 for me is the epitome of the series. I played Neon. I've beaten 1, 2, 3, and Neon. So Double Dragon 4 was a complete surprise to me. And this game made by Arc System Works. I believe they purchased the rights. I believe a lot of the same developers from the stories from the previous ones um, have continued to this one, and I'm actually kind of glad that they went with an old school NES kind of feeling to the game. Um, this game got a lot of hate. I will say that when I started playing the game, I mean it automatically felt natural. Uh, Playing Double Dragon 2, I've already and some Double Dragon 3 actually, um, with the moves. It felt pretty natural. I will say though, there are some of those moments where you just get overwhelmed and it sucks, but I have noticed that as I kept playing this game, because the first day I got this game, I actually got pretty frustrated. Um, I was like, man, like these guys are just ganging up on me. Um, Obviously because only 2 or 3 players are fighting you in Double Dragon 2, and I think that was just the limitations of the NES. Um, but as I played it, I mean, I remember playing it that night. I think I played it for a good like 4 hours, and I kept dying. And I was actually up on Discord with some friends of mine while I was playing this, and they could hear my frustrations. But that's the thing, though. Like I kept coming back, and kind of like Ninja Gaiden, where it would piss the hell out of you, but you keep coming back to it. A lot of the moves were the same. I was pretty surprised I could pull them off. Um, yeah, and then when I was playing with this game, I was like, man, why do I feel like the Double Dragon 2 is better, the graphics and everything, but it's just one of those things where since it's a new game, you kind of expect more of it, but I mean, it has a lot of the same feeling, and I mean, if you play it, and you really like, you've been playing a lot of Double Dragons, it's the feeling. I mean, it has the same feeling. Besides the fact that you do get overwhelmed, but like I said, you start figuring out how to not get overwhelmed. Um, I know here I'm kind of sucking pretty bad, but kind of trying out the moves and trying to remember the moves. And I mean, it's not hard. You jump, and then depending on what button you press, right, you'll do the magic knee right there. You're doing that windmill Ryu kick that he does, right? Um, but yeah, I mean, the game was fun. Uh, this guy, when I got to this boss, I mean, I will say though, this boss was a lot easier in Double Dragon 4 than in 2. Um, I do like that every time you clear the mission, you unlock a character, which is pretty fun. Um, very same old Double Dragon 1, 2, and 3. You get these little cutscenes. And I like the plot of Double Dragon. I mean, I mean, it's a very generic plot, right? I mean, these two guys, they defeat the Black Warriors from Double Dragon 2, and these guys basically start opening up their own dojos around the country. And soon they get attacked by the renegades. Who, while you're playing the game, I mean, I don't even want to say spoilers because you'll see this pretty quickly. I mean, they end up kidnapping his girlfriend again, Marion. Um, and there you go, and that's a story. I mean, it's not that hard to figure out. I beat this game maybe on my first sitting. Probably in my first. It took me like about 2 hours to beat the game, I believe, or 3 hours. Um, but again, Double Dragon games. I mean, you don't. I mean, besides maybe Neon, you don't. You play them because they're fun and they're repetitive and it's a quick burst of fun. I remember, I mean, I got so good at Double Dragon 2 as a little kid, and I'm talking about 8 or 9 years old, that I mean, I could literally get up in the morning, play it, beat the game on Supreme Warrior, because that was the only really way you could beat Double Dragon 2. Um, and still be ready to still be on time to school, to still get ready, have my breakfast. And this is one of those games where, and again, a big reason why I play my classic NES Mini a lot is this game. And I think I probably poured the most hours into this game just because it's the nostalgic level of Double Dragon 2. Double Dragon 4, it does hit that spot. I think it was fun. I mean, I had fun with it. Um, it seemed pretty legit. You got those cheap shots. You got the group gets around you and they just kick your butt. And the only real way to get better at this game is to get better at this game. You will get ganged up and it's gonna suck. But you'll play it, and then the next time you play, you're like, okay, I need to figure out how to do these moves. And really, the only way you gotta get out of these moves is, get better at the game. You gotta do cheat shots. Oh, well, I mean, that's Double Dragon. I mean, you gotta get out of those tough situations. If you get stuck in the middle of two players, two fighters, or NPCs, you've gotta move. You can't stop moving in this game. If you see a weapon, just punch them and try to take the weapon as fast as possible before somebody picks it up, because those things do a lot of damage. But you gotta just try and stay in the middle. And same thing. I mean, when you jump and you kneel, as soon as you get up, you hit the punch button, or you do a certain combination, and you'll do the high knee, or you do the punch. Like I said, if you like retro games, old school punishing, I would give this a game an 8 out of 10. First timers, I recommend Double Dragon 2 or Neon. But thanks for watching. You have a great day. God bless.